Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. And since you all liked part 1 so much, I decided to do the part 2 as well. This is part 2 of When Endeavor Forces You to Leave When You're Pregnant by Alex's Potatoes on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Wayan, said Girl, full of tears in her eyes. She felt them roll down her cheeks, but she couldn't stop them. There he stood, almost the same as 5 years ago. Is he mad? Is he happy? Was she happy that she was seeing him? Of course she was. Todoroki pulled her in his embrace. She was stiff at first, but then slowly wrapped her arms around him too, crying. Todoroki felt his own tears building up and soaked in her pajamas. I missed you so much, Shoto. She was here. She was fine. And she missed him. This was all Shoto needed. I missed you too. He hiccuped. So much, Ryan. She held him tighter. I'm so sorry. I never meant for this to happen. Please forgive me. It's alright, he said. Todoroki did not know exactly why she disappeared for 5 years. But he did not care at the moment. Because right now she was here, and she still loved him. Nothing else mattered in the world. And after the two calmed down, Shoto pulled slightly away, taken in her appearance. She seemed pretty much the same, only a tad bit older. What happened? He asked softly, looking at her eyes that he missed so dearly. So much happened, Shoto. You have no idea. Wen shook her head, burying her head in his chest. Please, tell me. I need to know. He pushed her inside and closed the front door, so they will not be standing in the hallway anymore. I will. I promise. But first you need to know. Mommy? Todoroki stiffened. Uraraka and Midoriya did not have cats, so that could only mean one thing. The white-haired boy walked in the room, rubbing his eyes sleepily. Shoto noted the boy looked exactly like him when he was younger. Moyan, why didn't you tell me? He asked, hurt raising his voice. I wanted to. Believe me. I sent you voicemail because you didn't answer your phone. Moyan explained, pulling away from him. Right now was not the moment to be all lovey-dovey. Come here, baby. Moyan beckoned and Choco ran to her, hiding behind her leg, and looking at the man. He took a good look at him. Shoko gasped. Aren't you Shoto? Todoroki was surprised. He had not expected the boy to know about him. Has Ryan told the boy stories about him? You're my favorite hero. Oh. Mama, you know Shoto you didn't tell me? Shoko said, looking at his mother with a sad expression. I'm sorry I didn't, baby, Ryan said, patting his head. Shoto was mesmerized. Lion was back, and they had a son. I never received voicemail about this, Shoto said, not looking away from the little boy, who was looking him up and down. You didn't, but Endeavor did. Todoroki's head snapped up at his father's hero name. His eyebrows frowned in confusion at what she had said. Mommy, I'm hungry, Shoko said. Come on, let's go change, and then we can go out and eat, Lion said at last, picking up the boy. Could Shoto come too? And Lion looked at their son, then the father, asking him the same question with their eyes. Yeah, sure. I'll wait for you here, and then we can go, Shoto said, and Lion gave him a weak smile, while Shoko waved at him as they entered the room and closed the door. Shoto fell on the couch. This was so much to take in. He had a son. He and Lion had created another person. How old is he? What was his name? What did he like? Had his quirk manifested already? He had so many questions, but he was willing to wait. A small smile creeping onto his face. as he thought about it. And not too long after, when Choco walked out, both dressed in casual clothes, Wan took the note that Choco left her and took the keys that came with it. The three walked to a near cafe, and as much as people would think it would be awkward, it was not at all. Both adults were happy that after 5 long years, they finally got to be together, and their son was just another bonus. Hey, I never asked for your name, Shoto said as he looked down at the little boy who was having the time of his life with his mother and his favorite hero. Oh, I'm Shoko. Wine named him after him. The three entered the cafe and ordered, then sat down in the free booth and waited. Todoroki wanted to know so bad what had happened 5 years ago, but he could not resist to answer when his son asked him questions, from his zero job to personal likings. When the food arrived, Shoko was so into his breakfast that he did not pay any attention to his parents. Please, tell me what happened, Wayan, Shoto asked, and Wayan nodded and started. This time, she had to stay strong. She couldn't break down in the middle of the cafe. And now, it was all in the past, so why cry about it? When she was done, Shoto's right side was practically smoking. I'm going to kill him, Shoto said, and started to get up, but Wayne quickly stood up and moved to the side of the booth, pushing him back down. Shoto, calm down. Please. I can't just calm down, Wayne. That bastard took you away from me, both of you, he said and looked in her eyes. She could see the tears in his eyes through the spell. He ruined 5 years. I could have been there for you and Shoko. I know. And I'm angry too. But we're here now, okay? We're here. And you should calm down. You can go and do whatever you want with Endeavor later. Alright? Shoto took a deep breath and nodded. Good. Thank you. Lion said. I missed you so much. Todoroki said and leaned in. The kiss was hungry, desperate, impassioned. Both of them waited for this moment for so long that nothing around them mattered. They pulled apart and stared at each other. Huge smiles on each of their faces, and the realization dawned on them. And the both of them looked down toward Shoko. The little boy was staring at the two adults with his eyes wide, an open mouth, his pancake halfway into his mouth. Mommy, you kissed Shoto. Both parents stopped at their son's surprised reaction. Where are you two going to stay? Shoto asked. The three left the cafe and were heading back to Orakam's apartment. I don't know yet. Oraka said we can stay as long as we need, but I don't want to bother them more than we already have. Wayne explained. I'll most likely start looking for an apartment or something today. No need, Shoto said. You're coming to live with me. If you want to, that is. And Wayne's eyes widened. Are you serious? She asked. Yes, Shoto answered. Wayne stopped and Shoto followed. Shoko noticing the adults had halted, so he did as well, waiting for them. Shoto, are you completely sure you want this and that you're ready? Having a child is life-changing, and I would understand if you need time. Lion assured him, and he shook his head. I am completely sure. I've had enough time without you for a lifetime. And now that I know about Shoko, I want that change in my life. Please, Lion, let me come back in your lives and make up for this wasted time. Maya wanted to cry again. These 2 days have been such an emotional roller coaster for her, but she was happy. All right, we'll come. And after that day, everything seemed to fall into place. Maya and Shoko moved in with Shoto. Shoko was enrolled in a kindergarten, and since Maya's dream was to become a hero, Shoto encouraged her to get back on that track. She had her license, so once she was physically ready, Shoto took her in his agency. After Shoto found out about what happened, he talked with Endeavor. That was the last time he ever talked to his father about anything other than business, swearing that Shoko will another child he may have in the future will not meet him until they were older and could decide for themselves if they wanted to ever get to know their grandfather. Maybe if I didn't send that voicemail back then, things would have been fine from the start. But right now, as she sat on the garden chair, drank her drink, watched her husband and her 6-year-old son play tag in the backyard, and rubbed her growing belly, she didn't care anymore. Since everything was alright now, there was no point to dwell on the past, after all.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.